Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to teamfortress.tv. We are going live right away. At a slight change of plans here, we are going to be casting Kingscrew versus Highfive Demoman. We are in our first rollout here, so I'm going to be joined by xattuu as my co-caster and Looster on production as we go into our first mid.
All right, what's up? How you doing, Nick? So right now in this first mid, we're gonna see a very passive mid from both teams. Here, just both teams trading a little bit of spam. We see Yosh flying some balls across mid. We see some aggression here over the top from Zilly. He's gonna get back out there. We see Rakusa jumping forward as well, but we see a really aggressive bomb from both soldiers on the side of Kingscrew. No frags traded yet, just some damage. Patty's going to go low up over the top as Trip is going to come by again, but again, just very passive play. No one's really committing here. As we see both scouts walk forward, they get two frags onto Yosh and Trip, and the Uber's going to come out. No Uber's going to come out. Excuse me. Uber's going to be up for both teams as Kingscrew's going to have to back out sides very low. But we see some aggression from the team in the lower here already.
Oh, but Patty's going to get on the skis, not going to find his man this time, as it looks like Kingscrew is just going to have to give up their second here. They have two respawners along with the late death of Patty there. Very slow play from both of the teams on mid, as we are going to see Highfive Demoman capping up Kingscrew's 2, and it looks like we're just going to go to the classic Snakewater last stalemate.
Yeah, we're going to see Highfive Demo starting to walk in here, but we just got stickies all over the lobby from Side Guys. He's just trying to prevent any aggression from the side of the red team. We see a really aggressive soldier through Shutter. Zilly's going to get a nice rock on the neck, but he's going to get gibbed immediately. There's another scout running and trying to clean up on this damage, but he gets absolutely owned by Yosh, the sniper main. Unfortunate. We're going to see the aggression here from Kingscrew now into lobby.
Yeah, it looks like Trip's trying to get in from this cheese area as Saiga and Co try and pressure on Bat. We're gonna see Rakusa trying to contest him. They're gonna get in. The scout doesn't die to the sticky trap. Sandblast is gonna be trying to battle for his life here. He's in a 2v1 as he tries to clear the sticky, as they're actually gonna clean up Rakusa. Yeah, and we're gonna see the exchange here on the point. This looks way better for Kingscrew. They're way more bunched up on the point, and they have a slightly better Uber. We're gonna see the contest come in from the soldier, high bombing on the bats. They're gonna find a ton of damage into Saig, who's gonna get cleaned up by Highfive. So it looked like a really good start here for Kingscrew. It's actually gonna be a bit of a disaster, but it's late in the DM fight. It's just gonna be Highfive and Rakusa trying to battle it out, as Highfive's gonna clean up Patty and lower.
Yeah, Zilly actually got a really nice chase into lower onto Bear there. Bear was not expecting Zilly to chase that far. He does get the frag onto the medic, but both medics go down in the situation. Skis is going to spawn a little bit earlier than Bear, as looks like it's not going to matter too much, as Uber's going to be just about even. I saw a spy briefly on the side of Kingscrew. It looks like he was just checking for some off classes. We are going to be cookie cutter on both sides, as Kingscrew's going to walk into their second and start to take control here, as both teams are building up their Uber charges.
Yeah, Sandblast was on Spy doing a quick crit check there, knowing that both medics spawned at roughly the same time, seeing if there's any cheeky crit shenanigans, which there's not. Both teams are going to be on the standard Uber charge. As Highfive Demoman, they're going to be content with mid here. They did win that mid. They had an opportunity to get into last, but some crafty DM play late into that fight was going to secure Kingscrew their second.
Yeah, Skis is doing his patented from yesterday below 100 health medic again. Well, hopefully he doesn't have to pull that out again, as that was an issue for them in the last game that they had. We see some aggression from Highfive Demo in lower, as they looks like they're going to try to send a sack through Saw, as here comes Zilly. He's gonna get nice. He's gonna air shot, and Bear's gonna drop. He missed the surf completely, and he's gonna go down for that mistake. As we see two players from Kings getting aggressive into the Saw behind the team of Highfive Demo. He's gonna go very low here. He's about 50 health on the pack, waiting for it to spawn. It does not spawn, but no other aggression comes onto him, as he's gonna be fine. Sagai does feed, unfortunately. There's a soldier behind in Cheese. He's gonna get some spam rockets in, but the rest of the team is already pushing the last with the shutter door. A headshot rings out onto the Demo. The Uber's forced immediately.
Yeah, we're going to see Highfive's going to get the sentry down really quickly. Saiga just coming off on the respawn. There's no stickies on point. The scout's going to get in. Nobody's in a position to contest. The scout's going to get it at the last second, but he instantly died. And we're going to see the first round go to Highfive Demoman.
That was a very convincing round there from the side of Highfive Demo. Bear unfortunately dropping, and Kingscrew falling after that mistake on the side of Kingscrew. We're going to see going into the second mid, we're going to see both demos rolling out low. We're going to see who gets some more damage on here. Saiga's going to walk forward. He's going to... No one's going to get any early damage on. Actually, Highfive is the first one to take some damage. I see Yosh flying some more balls across the point, and no targets hit. Yeah, we see a really aggressive scout on point, but they're going to... Sandblast is just going to back out. He's going to try and... or Cookie, excuse me, is going to try and get here. We see both soldiers bombing top right on the side of Kingscrew. No frags except for Trip, as he's going to get counter bombed there, and he's going to go down. But the rest of Kingscrew still in. There's a couple very hurt players, including Skis on the side of Highfive Demo, but Kingscrew's just going to back out after, since they lost their roaming soldier there.
Yeah, I would say both teams are playing so passive. It looks like they're waiting for the other team to make a mistake, but the double soldier bomb not really paying off the side of King's Crew, as we're going to see Highfive Demo is going to get a huge air shot onto Zilly there as he tried to get him from the saw. Side guy hit a crazy pipe onto him and launched him on the bat. Really good play from Sly to deny the soldier there as nobody was looking at him. And Sly just walks in from saw and drops Skis.
What was Skis doing? Skis was so far forward. Skis is just taking so much damage all the time. We see a soldier trying to get aggressive here. Patty's going to get absolutely demolished by the entire spam class. And Bear drops Side Guy. Oh no! So a couple players down, even though the Uber does come out from the side of Kings, so they do lose a couple, but it looks like they are going to end up winning out this fight as Rakusu's going to yoink the pack in from lower, but he's going to get spammed out by a couple of scouts, but he does trade with Yosh. That's a decent
that's a
trade
lucky
for being,
spam rock.
That's
It was a crazy... Yeah, just really scrappy play for both teams. Sly Guy coming up huge, denying Trip, then dropping Skis, but Bear ended up dropping both Patty and Sly Guy, which made it so Sandblast had to put in a lot of work, but he's able to get fries with his Uber. They are going to secure mid, but with the late pop and with how quickly Skis respawn, it is going to be roughly even Ubers here. As Highfive Demoman looks to be on the back foot for the first time this match, as Patty's going to be bombing it from the saw here. It looks like King's trying to go for a dry push, as they have tons of space from the saw. They have the soldier up on the pipe getting tons of spam damage. The soldier's isolated on the point. He's going to go down, and Trips in on the soldier. Highfive's going to go down, as Trips going to die to his own fall damage. And but Highfive Demoman going to be on their last, as King's Crew successfully dry pushes into two.
Yeah, no demo on the side of Highfive Demo means a free push here from Kings. They're going to walk in. They're going to use their Uber charge really early. I'm not sure I like this. The Uber is going to come out from inside Highfive Demo a couple seconds after. Bear's trying to escape. I don't think he's going to get out here. He's going to get nuked in the door as the rest of his team is going to get chased out as well. Patty is going to go down, and the rest of his team has hightailed the heck out of there. They're going to have to set up on some attempts onto second as Sandblast just feeds in the lobby as the rest of his team is trying to get out through solid lower. Side Guy is going to go low, but he's going to get out with about 60 health. And the rest of his team's going to set up on mid, about a 30 advantage here for the side of Highfive Demo.
Yeah, and it looks like both the soldiers are going to be spamming it in saw. Trip's actually going to get in, going to find a good amount of damage into both Kyuki and Skis, but they are going to have a collective enough health there, as they're going to get healthy. And nice rocket from Rakuso onto Patty, the downwards air shot direct, as both the soldiers are going to go down here for the side of King's Crew. They're going to trade out for a scout and a soldier on the other side of things, as Zilly's going to jump out, going to make it out saw, as it looks like Highfive Demo is going to hold on to their two for the time being, but they do have a pretty sizable Uber advantage. I expect them to go off it once they get their spawns up.
Yeah, the Uber advantage has grown to about a 50% advantage at the height of it, but it looks like we are going to be 20% almost here for the side of King's Crew, and I don't think the Highfive Demo is going to be willing to push on that. I don't think they realize how large their advantage was at that moment, so they're just going to wait for these Ubers to even up. We're going to see a sack attempt from King's Crew coming up shortly. Trips getting ready. He's looking through a window. So we saw a lot of aggression from the side of King's Crew so far. They were very aggressive on a couple of their early pushes. But they kind of faltered when they tried to go in last. Trip's going to come in. He's going to get one rocket onto Skis. Skis is going to surf into lower, and Trip's going to be deleted. Patty also feeds in. He doesn't, but Sandblast is able to trade him out for Zilly there.
Yeah, I was going to say, Trip was able to get a really good first rocket onto Skis, but Skis with a nice surf in the air. Trip wasn't able to hit the air shot, and we did see the soldier exchange inside a saw. I actually really like that play from Patty, though, knowing that they were going to clean up the soldier. If you're able to trade that damage, you're basically just sending in a double sack, and you're getting a pick, so it makes it so the other team really can't push. As Highfive Demoman, they are up 1-0. The onus is kind of on King's Crew to make something happen here.
Yeah, so now we're delayed right now, waiting for something to happen. Take a quick look at the playoff picture. King's Crew needs to win this in order to stay in contention. Highfive Demo is trying to vie for their the third position instead of the fourth spot for the upcoming RGL LAN. It's a great bonus to be in the third spot because you play the second seed team instead of the first place seed team. So we see both soldiers come in here. They're not really going to commit to anything as here goes Trip. He's going to get out lower as Rakuso. They do get Rakuso out of that somehow, so he's going to go down, and we might see a push here from the side of King's Crew. Yeah,
it looks like they're going to try and bomb Trip, and Trip's going to chase the soldier into cheese. Zilly's going to surf that one out. Really good movement on his end, but they're actually just going to run down Kyuki, who ended up getting baited. Patty's going to jump into lower. He's going to get cleaned up by Zilly. Zilly's going to be on a lone 4 HP, just running back to last. But it looks like Skis has actually found his way out of this one. He's not going to have to pop, but King's Crew is going to take 2 for free. They're going to have an opportunity to try and get into last, maybe exchange these Ubers while both teams are down player. But it looks like Skis.
This is a terrible
just
Uber.
Oh, that was, I think Skis was on the same page as me, where he was expecting Exchange to come in, and he popped that one early, trying to make sure his players were healthy in the Uber, but Bear was just too far back. The Scout just was able to kite that back, and Kingscrew's gonna have a full advantage to try and tie this game up.
Yeah, that was a really good bait by Kingscrew. They faked the push, and they tried to go for the trade there with Rakuso on the side of Highfive Demo, but that was a really well played from Kingscrew. They're going to come in with this full Uber, use it immediately through Shredder. You get a lot of damage on the soldier. Zilly's going to stay alive for so long that they've spent so much time Uber shooting at the demo, at that soldier. They don't have any damage on this heavy. He's still over 300 health. He's going to try to take a couple of shots now, but Sandblast is going to get absolutely levitated by the heavy. He's going to get owned. Bear's trying to escape in lower, but looks like they are cleaning up on a couple of frags just with the overall health advantage. The heavy's finally going to go down, and Ski's going to be the last one alive as the rest of Kingscrew gets the point. 1-1.
Yeah, really good play from Kingscrew there, really good. They didn't find a ton with their Uber, but their post-fight was just super clean. They focused on targets pretty systematically, and were able to clean that one up, and they're going to tie it 1-1 here with about 19 minutes left in this first half.
Yeah, that was a good push there from Kingscrew. Well played from them. We're going to see Highfive getting to mid a little bit faster than a side guy. They're going to trade us some damage. Highfive's going to go down to about half health, though, as again, we're seeing another super passive mid here from both teams. Nobody wants to go for it. As I say, that trip bombs in very aggressively. He's going into the skybox to get almost no damage, but he did make everybody look at him. The rest of his teams have walked forward on point, but they're getting absolutely nuked by the soldiers on the high ground from the side of Highfive Demo. Everyone just stood up, like both soldiers just sat on the high ground and shot straight down onto Kingscrew's heads, and they just took so much damage and they couldn't contest them, and they just died from the scouts walking across the point. Anyway, we're going to a pause here.
Yeah, getting flashbacks from our, was Tuesday that we tried to cast? Monday, Tuesday? One of these earlier this week, the Furry 100
Was that yesterday? Was it yesterday?
What was it?
Tuesday
I'm being
and
told
Wednesday.
It was Tuesday and Wednesday. Either way, you know, we're out here. We can, it's been a really close game. I actually like the idea from Kingscrew on that mid to go aggressive. Both the teams have been playing so passive, but it looks like the focus fire on the side of Highfive Demoman was just a little too good. They were able to instantly clean up Trip before he was able to get value out of his bomb. And they basically just played the 5v6 on, as you said, the soldiers did a really good job up top, just spamming Kingscrew. They tried to come across the point, as we are going to see them take this mid. And Skis did live very crucially. Saigai and Yoshi are only both about half HP, leaving their Saw. There's doesn't look like they're in a position to get onto Skis though, so there's going to be an opportunity for Skis to have a full advantage push into last.
Yeah, we're gonna yeah, like you were saying, you're gonna be coming forward shortly here. I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to say something. Oh yeah, so I'm just kind of flying around. Oh, we are going to go live actually, so I'm safe from that. Looks like the rest of Highfive Demo's be pushing into lower now. They leave one scout to cap on mid. Nobody has spawned on the side of Kingscrew. They are almost going to get some cast time on a second before anybody has spawned from Kingscrew. The sentry's going to be going up, but it's going to be just level 1, maybe level 2 if Yoshi's lucky. He's swinging away at it, but he's trying to get that up as soon as possible. I'm going to expect a lower or shutter push here shortly from the side of Highfive Demo.
Yeah, the last couple seasons and the last little while, it's kind of been like a scout demo through Shutter kind of Uber blast push meta. So, and that looks like what they're going to be going for. They're going to lead through on the scout as the soldier's going to get sniped through the Shutter. That's going to be Sandboss with a cheeky pick onto Rakuso there. They are going to get the stickies off the point as the Ubers are going to end. They have a couple picks here, but Skis is going to be the first one to die. Patty with a really good cleanup on that one. It looks like this is going to be a really good hold here for the side of Kingscrew, losing only their soldiers but trading out for for Highfive and Skis.
Yeah, that was a really good hold from the side of Kingscrew. They did manage to get that sentry gun all the way up to level 3, so that was very well played from them, and then they swapped out to the heavy, and nobody had any damage, any ammo loaded to deal with the heavy. Bear's going to take a lot of spam damage here in the lobby, though. He's not going to be able to be with his team as they're trying to walk forward and get some ground on the second point. He's going to have to back out in the lobby, and they have to go through onto bridge again, but again, they're taking so much spam, and Sandblast goes down to a bow from Skis. I don't know if they're going to be able to push out here. Everybody's below half health. They're going to have to back out in the last, and Skis is building up to about a 30% Uber as the pause does come in. They are going to go back live right here. I'm not sure what the issue was, but we are going to wait here. About 50% on the side of Skis. Skis again below 100 health. I don't know how he's always below 100 health. I don't get it. But we see Yoshi off classing the sniper. Looks like Kingscrew's going to be content to hold last here.
Yeah, cheeky first pick here to start off. Kyuki is not a shabby sniper on the other side of things, and I do believe he's the one who snipes for this team, so it'll be interesting to see if he comes up on an off class, as it looks like Kingscrew's trying to pressure in here. They're going to get a body shot into Laz, who's going to run out into Saw and get that health pack, but it looks like Kyuki's going to opt to come back up on the scout, so expect a sack attempt here from Zilly, who's been the sacker for this game.
Yoshi's really aggressive in the lobby. He's actually going to go down from both soldiers, just spamming him out. We saw Kuki buffing his heal percentage stats there, building up the Uber charge for the side of Highfive Demo. As we see a lot of aggression from Shredder, there's going to be a 3-player sack here onto Bear. They got some pressure on the point as well. Bear's actually going to get forced out as the soldiers are coming in onto Skis. Is very low. Skis used? What? What did he use? I didn't even notice that. They're going to re-push into the right side though here.
Yeah, they're going to get all the space in the top left is Highfive Demoman. They have all this cap time, forcing the players on Kingscrew to play very close to the point. The soldier's going to get in on it. They're going to trade out Sandblast for the soldier on the point. They're going to get damage into Trip. Trip's going to go down. The spawner of Patty's going to come in. It's going to be Guy, Patty, and Bear trying to hold this out. Guy desperately trying to reload pipes. He's going to get a really good first pipe into Kyuki and this other scout, but they get on the point. The soldier and the scout got on the point at the same time. Patty kills both of them with a rocket post round, but just not quite quick enough as they're able to just sneak out that cap.
Yeah, the 3 times cap when it's 95% cap is just going to be too fast for Patty's rockets. If he was running the fast gun, he probably would have been able to get them, but unfortunately he's not. Take us to this next mid, Nick.
Yeah, as we are going to see both the demos here playing really passive. Guy's going to get aggressive on the point. He's going to challenge him, not giving him any space. As again, Highfive Demoman's playing so passive. Both the flank players for the side of Kingscrew playing this passive. We're going to see a really high bomb out of Trip. He's going to be trying to land, and the other team saw. He's not going to find any space though. He's just going to be jumping around. He's going to get counter jump. But Trip's with the late bomb. He's going to find a really good first rocket into Skis. He's going to be the first person to go down, but a nice pipe from Highfive onto Patty. He's going to get cleaned up with another one here. Highfive is going to barely make it out off the back of that nice air pipe. Both soldiers went down for the side of Kingscrew, but they were also able to trade it out for the additional scout on the other side of things. So yeah, we are going to see Kingscrew take their first mid, I believe.
Yes, I think so. As despite Patty getting absolutely owned there by Highfive, Kingscrew does take the middle here. Turns out air shots just don't win games, Nick. What's up with that?
Yeah, I mean, as flashy as you can be in this game, it is unfortunately capping the points that wins the game. So
that's boring, though. I just want to hit air shots, man. Come on.
I feel that. We are going to see Skis made it out of that mid, so we are going to see even Ubers here. Kingscrew does hold the mid. They are down around here with about 14 minutes left in this half, as they are going to pick the soldier that's holding in cheese. Patty's going to be bombing in onto bridge. He's so weak in lobby. He's going to get cleaned up, but they are going to trade it out for Highfive. Highfive's going to die, and Rakuso's so weak. Rakuso's going to crater as he jumps off the pipe, as they're also going to clean up Kyuki on the other side of things. Skis is going to have to use alone down to just 12 HP. It's just him and Laz making it out, but again, both soldiers going down on the side of Kingscrew, but Bear is completely safe that entire time. So passive.
Yeah, we're gonna see them walking in here through the top of a super early use. That was the nobody was even alive on the side of Highfive Demo. Bear uses up his Uber. Is this gonna come back to bite them? There's only 4 of them in on last. Saga's gonna go down. The scouts are gonna go really low. Sandblast can go down. It's gonna be Bear trying to get out.
The soldiers are in. The soldiers are coming in up the respawn. Trip's gonna be getting in. Trip's gonna trade 1 for 1 on the point. Caddy's in too. Patty's gonna just cap it out. Doing what they did to them last round, they're not able to get into contest, as they're going to tie this game up at 2-2 with 13 minutes left in this first half.
That was wild. Kingscrew did this push again where they're coming in aggressive from Sun. They're just causing chaos, and they picked the soldier 2 times by doing that. As we're going to go to a brief hiccup or pause there. I'm not sure what just happened, but they did. They just been doing that so many times. They get a pick off onto the enemy soldier, just causing chaos and sob. And we're going to go on to this next mid. Again, a very passive mid. And looks like Trip's gonna do a high bomb for the 3rd mid in a row. Not do a lot of damage, just turn some eyes. We see a bomb from Patty. He's not gonna get very much. Skis is going down to 1 health. Skis is still alive.
Oh, Trip!
No way! How did they let him do that? Cookie just missed his shots there, not able to take out Trip. Oh no medic on the side of Highfive Demo, and Kingscrew just gonna win out on the. I can't speak right now. I'm also laughing from the stick.
That's the tilt factor right there, you know. Trip is down to, I think, just like single-digit HP, and Kyuki was trying to shoot him, and Skis had so much trust in his team, but Skis was not faster than the pickaxe, unfortunately, as Kingscrew is going to win their 2nd mid in a row, and Bear lived. With Skis going down, this is an opportunity for them to try and sneak this half. Despite losing the first couple of rounds, they might be able to have the opportunity to go into the half up.
Yeah, they're going to push immediately in from low. The gun from Cookie's still building up. It's not going to be able to deny anything. This Heavy's on top of point. He's still very healthy. They're going to walk forward. They're going to get him down immediately. This is looking like a very good push here from Kingscrew. They're going to bomb it. They're going to get a pick on his Skis, and they're just going to be farming up the rest of these players. Oh, nice shot from Trip. Trip has been turning up this last round. We're going to go into halftime at 3-2.
Yeah, I would say it was a really good first couple rounds from Highfive Demoman. They seemed to be pretty in control. The Kingscrew was struggling to find advantages, but when Kingscrew was able to find those advantages in the first couple rounds, they looked like they were doing okay. But Highfive Demoman was really limiting their mistakes. But in the last couple rounds, Kingscrew just really turned it up. They started playing their game, a lot more aggression out of Patty and Trip in particular, and they've just been going huge.
Yeah, so like I was saying earlier before we had to go into that last mid, Kingscrew's been doing this play. They've done it they've done it 3 times. It successfully worked for them twice, where they just bring basically their entire team and flank into this the saw area on the red side. So if you're defending second, it's gonna be the far right side underneath the pipe, and they just kind of bomb soldiers up into the skybox, and they loop around and try to land back on the soldiers that are trying to aggress onto the combo of Kingscrew. So 2 times, one time Zilly and one time Rakuso have been caught out by trying to aggress onto Bearer and Saigai in Saw, and both soldiers just landed back onto them and just deleted them immediately from the map, excuse me. And then someone else tries to follow up on the damage that soldier calls from Highfive Demo. They try to like, oh, I nuked them. Go in and you gotta kill them. Like, I did so much damage. And whoever follows up on that damage ends up getting picked too. Kuki's being picked, and Rakuso and the other, I guess the alternate soldiers, whoever's didn't die in the initial fight. And it's just been basically Highfive and his medic trying to stay alive, or Laz even on the flank. And it's worked twice already. And I think for Kingscrew, you got to recognize that next time and not fall prey to that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and taking a quick peek at the stats here, big standout stats player from the first half is Sandblast. The big 19-7. It was a 19-minute half. He's at about a frag per minute here. The next highest in the server is 13 though at Kuki, but Sandblast is the second highest damage in the server, only about 10 DPM behind his demo Sai. And I was gonna say, I didn't really notice it, but Sandblast apparently has just been farming the server under our noses.
Yeah, speaking of farming the server, on the other side of things, we see everybody on the side of Kingscrew with single-digit health. Meanwhile, both soldiers pulling out the big 15 and 14 frags in a 20-minute, or deaths, excuse me, in the 20-minute game. That's what you like to see from your soldiers, the big feed. We
are going to be going live in our second half here. Once again, Saigai playing a little more aggressive than Highfive, as Highfive's going to be just playing passive, as Trip's going to be the first frag in the mid. He's going to instantly go down to the passive soldier play of Zilly, as it looks like Kingscrew doesn't opt to want to fight this. Patty might go down. Patty gets a really good arrow from Bear. He's going to make it out alive. Just losing the one player early means that Kingscrew's going to be holding their second, as Highfive Demoman looks like they're posting up by the lower area. It looks like they're going to try and go off that pick.
Yeah, that was a really they did the same thing. They bombed. Oh, so soldier in on the Bear. Bear's gonna go down really low. Is this third rocket come out? No, but the Bear's gonna go down before his Uber. He didn't get his Uber there. That wasn't a drop. As we're gonna see the rest of Highfive Demo still on lower. But soldier gonna come and drops the
Trip showing his jumper roots there, hitting the crazy sync rocket on the skis. What looked like such a good scenario for Highfive Demoman to try and turn this around, tie it up at 3-3 really early in the second half. Just turned into an absolute disaster with some huge soldier plays, particularly Trip there.
Yeah, Kuki did try to valiantly try to win out that fight. He did trade a couple of frags there at the end, but which I think is actually going to stop Kingscrew from pushing into mid here. So that was really good from Kuki, just trading, I think, 3-for-1 or 2-for-1. He did get a couple of frags at the end there, and we're going to have a reset here, as both medics are building up the Uber. Very minimal advantage from Bear for dying earlier in the fight, so I guess that's what you get for feeding first, right? The Uber advantage.
I would say they generate an advantage, but the thing about this game, and it's so punishing if you're not able to hold on to any one advantage, because if you're able to turn it around, like if you're not able to capitalize off your advantage, the other team's just going to come back stronger. As it looks like they've built it up to about a 20%. It looks like Skis has been building as well as Bear, but there's no way for Kingscrew to really know that, and it's only 20%. I don't think they're going to opt to go off it, especially when they're already up around. Yeah,
we're going to see a feed coming shortly, TM from the side of Zilly and Rakuso. They were successful in their last bomb onto Bear, as they did get both soldiers onto him, and eventually he did go down. We're going to see a scout Kuki pressuring lower here. I would accept some aggression from Saw, as we see Zilly peeking out of window, just sending some spam. Both scouts are really aggressive here. They are just kind of taking some spam. We see Patty bombing for trying to take that, and a huge air shot onto Rakuso. Rakuso gets absolutely dumpstered by Saigai. Oh no! And we see Kingscrew pushing into Saw here. They use their Uber.
Yeah, I was going to say, they know that they have the advantage on the pocket soldier. They're going to take an exchange here. Ski's going to get about a 25% better Uber, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to get anything off that. They weren't really in a position to try and chase Bear out or anything. So it looks like we are just going to see a reset here, but yeah. Guy with the absolutely crazy pipe to open that up for his team.
Yeah, that was really clean from him. We're going to see another reset back to buffing his scout healed stats as Kuki and who is it? Sandblast just smacking themselves with the sword trying to build up this Uber. What do you want to see differently from the side of Highfive Demo here to capitalize on their bombs?
I want to see him basically do what King's Crew is doing, where King's Crew is basically just dry pushing in from Saw. They're just rotating who's bombing as the soldiers up on the pipe, and they just have a scout watching, tentatively watching from lower, just pistol spamming, making sure nothing gets in, and then having the other 5 players just muscle their way in from Saw. And it's been really successful for them. Like the last couple times they've ended up in the scenario where they're the ones holding mid. They've either just generated so many picks they get to push into last for free, or they're able to get a pickup. Skis actually eats a couple decent spam rockets. They're down to about 90 HP. I don't know if anybody's going to go off at those. We're going to see.
Oh, here's the bomb!
Zilly's in. Oh, Bear pops! I think that's a bit of a missed opportunity there from Bear. Zilly didn't have any more rockets loaded, but Bear was about to land. And I don't think he realized Zilly had nothing loaded, but Bear was down to about 60 health there, so I think he had to use, just on the premise that if Zilly had another rocket, he was going to get it off.
Yeah. We see Sandblast gremlining on the mid here. He's behind them. He's going to get the easy 3-shot onto Highfive Demo. He does to eat a pipe, so he's going to have to back on him, and he's going to go behind.
Oh, but he gets
by 2 players. Oh, he's still alive. He's 1 health.
He's literally 1 each. He's 5 health behind. It looks like he's going to try and spawn camp Highfive here, potential. Looks like a soldier's going back for him. I don't think they know exactly where he's at, but he's buying a ton of very crucial time for his team here, knowing that Bear did use. They've already up to 70%. They're just hard building in the cheese area here. Off the huge play from Sandblast, they might just be able to hold 2.
3 players looking for him. There's 3 players back behind lines looking for him. He's all the way just back on their side. They just need to walk forward here as they do.
Bear's at 85%. It's basically too late at this point. If they try and go in, Bear's just going to be able to repush with an Uber of his own.
And during that time, Yosh built up a sentry, but he's already back on the scout now that Bear has Uber, so they're going to go back on to holding the second point. Sandblast is still alive behind. He's getting hunted down by a soldier. I believe that is.
He's just chilling behind. Yeah, he's just on the other Highfive Nomans too. Nobody wants to fight him. They fear Sandblast so much. I think I don't know if they looked at the logs at halftime, but I think they're definitely on the that I don't want to fight Sandblast alone. And Sandblast has been, playing his positioning decently well here. As he's just still behind. He's just hanging out.
Yeah, he's going on a tour of Snakewater right now, just kind of seeing the sights, having a beer. As we see a bomb in from the side of Highfive Demo. Bear's going to eat a rocket. He's going to surf away and keep himself alive. As it looks like we're going to see some counter aggression. This should be a good time for a pinch maneuver as one down on the side of Highfive Demo. Sandblast Kid is going to come in and pressure now. He's going to come in right behind onto Highfive. He's going to drop Highfive in the Uber. That's huge as the Uber does come out from both teams. No demo on the red team as Ubers are going to start to fade now. We just go do that DM fight, but Highfive Demo's going to be winning out this fight. They're just DMs winning it out as Bear's going to go down really low. He's going to go down from a bomb, and it's just the scouts alive and lower with Skis and his scout alive. They're going to take down everyone, and Pookie's going to clean up everybody.
Yeah, Kuki with a couple late frags was able to play his heals really effectively in that fight. Highfive Demoman just had way better positioning, despite the fact that they dropped Highfive before the Ubers really started to get exchange. The game's really all about the post-Uber, and really early into the post-Uber, both Patty and Psy died, so not only were they able to even out the Demoman situation, they really get a soldier frag on top of that, and then just off the fact that they were playing a 5v4, they really cleaned that up. Really good play from Highfive Demo.
Yeah, Kingsu should not have lost that fight. That was their fight to lose, and they sure as heck lost it, because Zilly was still on the respawn, and then they lost their demo. That's just really well played from Highfive Demo. As we're going to see a Uber advantage coming in here. They're walking the shredder right now. Bear's really far forward, but Highfive Demo is going to delay just a little bit. The sentry gun is up on the far left side of the map from them. They are going to slowly walk forward. They get that down about half the Uber wasted on that. They're going to get some time on the point. No frags as Highfive's going to absolutely nuke. So he's going to go down to minuscule amounts of HP, and he's going to have to get the heck out as that Uber was trash.
Yeah, and Zilly's going to be hanging out. But yeah, Patty with the really good plays on Lash there was able to just kite the Uber really effectively and just generate so much damage for his team.
He's gonna stall! Oh, he's gonna go.
Oh, Patty's in on the ski. As Patty once again, yeah, with the taunt too. That's the tilter right there. Not only has he died to the pickaxe from Trip, and Patty's gonna, I thought Patty was gonna get out there. Really good chip shot from Kuki to clean that one up late, but Patty again with the taunt. I think Ski's gotta be a little tilted at this point. He's not having the greatest game so far.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Terrible Uber, and he does get his reinforcements get spammed down. He's going to get chased down in Saw. We're going to see some aggression here, but 2 players are going to go behind instantly from Highfive definitely gonna go straight into lower. One's gonna go down Zilly, and there's just a scout behind Laz. He's gonna eat a ball from Yosh. Nice shot, and he's gonna get spammed down eventually. Yeah, Patty's gonna take him down, but there's only 3 on mid here, and the Uber's gonna get forced out onto Barris. He's gotta keep his players alive, so overall, not a terrible trade from Highfive Demo. They did get the Uber out, so it's not a free point for King's Crew. We're gonna see some spawn camping going on from Psy Guy, and the rest of Highfive Demo's gonna be on Bats, spamming up, building up this 30%, 40% Uber ad.
Yeah, as King's Crew's actually going to get into 2 here before Highfive Demoman's going to get their Uber, or they're going to get enough spawns in to be able to contest this themselves. So Skis is going to have an Uber advantage here, but they're going to be trying to push off last, and they're already down a round. I think they maybe have to try and go for it, though, because this is, again, this is a point where we're in the second half, there's no halftime. They could, in theory, just, you know, stranglehold them here from the side of King's Crew and just play the clock. It's not what you want to see. Highfive Demoman, again, is currently above them in the standings, and if King's Crew wants to make LAN, they kind of need to get every single point they can get. And winning just by 1 round, which means that means they only get 2 points, and that's not enough. They really need to win almost every single game, and they need to get the maximum amount of points that they can.
Yeah, we're gonna see. But it looks like the Ubers are gonna even up now. The sentry has been built by Kuki. As a Trip walks in, or Laz walks in, Trip's gonna walk in and find it with his face. A bomb here from Rakuso's gonna get a lot of damage on the Bear, but Bear is gonna stay alive. Rakuso's living a long time in these bombs. I'm not sure what's going on the side of Kings here, but he's living way longer than he ever should. We're gonna see no off classes quite yet. Trip's gonna come up on Soldier class. Still just the Engineer on the side of Highfive Demo, as a dispenser is gonna be building right now as we speak.
The crucial dispenser, you know, key to any Laz sold. I actually really do like this gun spot, though, from Laz. This Engineer spot, like, particularly where he has his entry, is so hard to spam. It kind of watches all the doorways, and, you know, if you have any one player anywhere in the vicinity of the doorway, they're able to spam out anybody who wants to try and spam the sentry gun, and it's so hard to try and peek 2 different doorways, because you can only have your heals in one place. And the defender's advantage on last for this map is so great that it's almost impossible to spam this gun without, like, hard committing to, like, either an exchange or just trying to dry push into the team on one side.
Yeah, I agree. And you were making fun of the dispenser being alive, but actually this is a very crucial dispenser because that means nobody has to rotate into spawn to get ammo. So that means they can just sit here and look at this doorway all day long.
I mean, there's a reason we say it's a crucial dispenser pick when you're trying to push last, alright? I know what I said. As Patty's going to be trying to spam the look at that, he's going for the dispenser. He knows how valuable it is. Like, spam the sentry gun? No. We're going to go for that dispenser. The scout and the soldier are going to be peeking in as Trip's going to jump in. And we're actually going to see Yosh was down to about 2 HP. There's some good movement. He's going to make his way out of the lobby, meet up with his heals, and get healthy. But Trip was able to get into last, but found the business end of the sentry gun.
Yeah, he actually did crucially get 2 big rockets onto the dispenser, but the dispenser, its movement was impeccable. It was managed to save alive on just a sliver HP, and Laz to be able to whack it and give it up back up to full health. So you gotta make sure you're really clicking on that dispenser because its movement is so good, and if it's just gonna dodge your rockets, honestly. So you gotta really train your aim to get these dispenser picks.
Yeah, and it looks like Laz is doing a fine job with, but again, like, this sentry is giving King's Crew so many issues with just trying to get players into last. They tried to do it where they were peeking the shutter to try and get the sentry to shoot at the player in the shutter while Trip, like, high bombed in, but they're really struggling to deal with it. As we're gonna see Kuki come up on the sniper. No off classes on the side of King's Crew here, which is, I think, really what they need to try and open this up. Sai is actually gonna get domed. As that's a really good shot from Kuki here. We're going to see Rakuso jumping in, going to find a ton of damage into Patty. Patty's going to jump his way out there, going to get healed up by Bear. But this is an opportunity. As Kuki with another shot, he's actually going to get onto Yosh. Saiga is going to come up off the respawner, but he's got to meet his way in. Sandblast is going to trade out in lower with Zilly, but just 3 up on the side of King's Crew, one of them being a respawner. As Trip's going to be trying to make his way out. Saw Kuki with the air headshot on the Trip who was jumping out. Saw. Huge plays coming out of Kuki, able to find crucially 3 picks on all 3 projectile classes to get his team off last. That's huge.
Yeah, we're gonna see FaZe Kuki going back off those quick scopes, gonna switch back to Scout here, and it's like we're gonna have a hold on second now from Highfive Demo. We're gonna see possibly some bombs shortly. Trip has decided that he has not died enough yet this game. He's gonna get a buff here soon and start to feed in, try and get the force out of Skis.
Yeah, this can be really demoralizing as a roamer, as someone who's played Snakewater in some very slow games in the past. It can be really demoralizing to be like, I'm doing everything right, but I'm like 8 and 24. And like, you know, sometimes you just gotta sack into 2 scouts, and you really gotta go for a play. I mean, Kingscrew really doesn't have to do anything. They are up 3-2. They do hold mid, so they can just kind of play the clock. But again, if they want any chance of trying to make a potential comeback here to make it in the land. Oh, but
Zilly's on Bear, he's beat the force!
Nobody was watching lower. Zilly just
he walked into Saw. He walked into Saw. They did the exact same play they did before, and the crucial thing was that Sandblast went down, so nobody was with Bear, and once Sandblast died to a pipe, Zilly was able to get in for free. As the Uber does instantly come out here in the Saw from the side of Highfive Demo. They're going to chase down a couple frags. Patty's 4 health, he's going to go down, but Laz does get traded out here, so it's actually a player advantage here on the side of Kingscrew, as the Soldier's Burial, he's going to go down as well. It's just Kuki and his Demo and Medic here alive. Kuki's going to go and he's going to get straight out on the trip, and Highfive's going to get a couple huge frags onto the side of Kingscrew. It's just Bear escaping, while Saiga's going to try to hold off the rest of Kingscrew. So he does hit a pipe on the Zilly, though.
That was a crazy pipe from Sai. It doesn't really amount to anything, but he hit like a headshot pipe onto Zilly there. Was able to deny him. Really good from Sai. I think he would have made it out regardless, but that was just a crazy pipe on his end from his perspective. That was an insane play.
Yeah, you know, he was gonna make it down there, out there anytime, because you had the bomb side to get to him there, and I've never seen Sai Guy miss an air shot. So you know, if you bomb him, you're getting air shot. We see a bomb from Rakusa. He's gonna try to get in on the Bear, but he's actually gonna shoot at a soldier standing on a health pack, so he's gonna get nothing with that bomb. As we're gonna see more aggression from Kingscrew in the lower. They have 5 players in lower. They are gonna rotate a couple people out. They do have a small advantage. They're gonna push forward this 10% ad. Skis doesn't have it.
Skis 97. Skis is 99. Skis died at 99. Skis died at 99%. I think I don't know if the pack just wasn't there or if the scout swiped it, but Skis was trying to get the pack. The Soldier's gonna be trying to salvage onto Bear. Bear down to 20 HP. With some good movement, Bear's gonna make it. Oh, and Highfive dies before you can get that Sticky. That Sticky was on track to hit Bear.
Bear's insane.
That's huge. Not only does Skis die on 99% there, but Bear was able to make it out on just single digits of HP. He was down to, I think, just 4 health late in that fight. That's huge. That's an opportunity for them to have like a 35% ad to push into last to get even more rounds here.
Yeah, that was a pure Bear call there. He's like, yeah, we're pushing out the 10% ad. Just the usual 10% ad push. And then he's after that.
Yeah,
fight,
no big deal.
Like, yeah, I took the pack. I can face take this rocket. No big deal, and he's gonna stay alive on 8 HP, perfectly calculated from the one and only Barodactyl. As we're gonna see a couple players from Bear's gonna have this full Uber charge here, so he's gonna be pushing through the shutter. There's no stickies on the shutter right now, but they are just gonna use through anyway. As the Demo's gonna bomb forward here. No, they do have the sentry gun. It's all the way in spawn now. They could just get on the point for free here. As the soldiers on the side of Highfive Demo are gonna bomb forward. They're gonna get a couple frags here, and Bear's gonna have to get out through shutter as the rest of his team just kind of overextend for that sentry. The sentry was so far back, they wanted to get the spam on, and they just kind of walked forward to kill it. And the rest of the Highfive Demo team in that back right corner and just kind of died instead of playing the point, which I thought was kind of free.
Yeah, they put so much emphasis on the sentry gun late in that fight. They weren't really able to get much with that Uber. They got both scouts onto the point, but Highfive, along with the soldier that came in to contest the point, were able to find so much damage and pick both scouts. We are going to see them Uber into mid. Kuki and Highfive are going to be taking this one forward. They aren't going to find anything. Both their soldiers are super weak on the other side of things, but they really find no significant damage into Kingscrew. So while they do get mid, Bear's already at 90%, so they're going to be having an opportunity to repush almost as quickly as they lose mid.
Yeah, that was a Trip walked forward and got a really fat rock on the skis and forced him so early. That was such a bad move. They didn't even get Trip off of that, so no players down on either side as the Bear's going to start walking forward here with the rest of the team. There are 2 players in lower again for Highfive Demo. They are going to be joining for the backup. They're going to be tracing out on the Trip. Yoshi's back here too, as well as Side Guy. They're going to try to get these players. Both players are very low, and they are going to end up going down. Sandblast does go down on mid as the Uber is forced out from Bear, but with no scout alive, he can't really help Patty and chase forward as Patty's going to take a lot of damage. He's got to back out as 75% on the side of Skis. They're going to start pushing him in. Skis goes down. Oh, he's done it, Patty!
Patty with a really good bomb there, and Saigai and Trip are going to hold the rest of the players in the choke point there. Saigai's going to be chasing down Highfive, who's the sole survivor for his team. They're going to get the forward spawn here from Laz and Zilly. Zilly's actually in the forward spawn, so he can maybe go for something here. I think they know about it, as the soldier and scout were peeking out of it. They were spamming rockets out of it earlier. So I think they know he's in there, or he could still be in there. But Bears has about a 50% advantage. They've got another opportunity to push last with a huge Uber ad.
Yeah, so Chatty's going to jump forward. They're just absolutely the entire red team there, and the follow-up from his team's going to come through after he picks off Skis single-handedly. Skis dying in these crucial situations when Bear's actually able to keep himself alive most of the time. So that's kind of been, I don't know, say it's a huge momentum swinger You know, when you're able to keep your medic alive, you're like, yeah, we're good. Then when your medic goes down, it's so demoralizing. And the Uber's gonna come in immediately from lower this time. The Sentry Gun has changed position. The Saiya's gonna go down because he overextended into his spot where there was no gun. And this Uber, in the last failure.
Bear dies to a spam pipe too on his way out. Was not able to make that one. Highfive's going to get the crucial spam pipe, clean that one up. There's going to be a couple of players dilly-dallying around on two, but Sandblast is on the left. Okay, last season. There's a moment of very extreme danger there for his team, as they're going to clean that one up. They are going to be coming forward here. There's no scouts for King's Crew to try and hold on to 2 here. We are going to see Yosh come up on his main of Sniper. Sandblast still on the respawn.
Yeah, Laz has been practicing the Snakewater last MGE, and he's actually able to win out there against Sandblast. Both soldiers are very aggressive here on the side of King's Crew. Patty's gonna go down and Trip's gonna go down very weak. He's gonna back and get the pack here. We see some like 8 stickies on the lock here on top of the point. Let's see if anybody ends up dying to those. Nope. They are get dead as Sai's getting pressured by the scout, and Pookie's just gonna walk in and kill Sai for absolutely no reason, just for free. That's a huge mistake.
Oh, but Yosh,
he gets added into the dome.
Yeah, Yosh coming up huge. Soldier's gonna get in onto Skis. He's gonna get a good first rocket, but Trip is not alive long enough. But Patty, they have no idea he's here. They have no idea he is. Oh, he beat his first rocket, but Skis. Oh, Skis had no idea, even though Patty missed his first rocket, completely whiffed it. But Patty is able to hit that 100 damage direct and just clean it up as they're gonna get the Uber on the side of King's Crew. They're trying to clean up the players on the point here. But Patty and Saigai are gonna go down. So really good plays from the flank here. They are gonna clean up Rakuso as Zilly's gonna bomb as well. And again, we're going to see huge plays out of Yosh, but Laz's going to sneak in onto the cap. His team's going to be ailing on the side of health as Skis is going to come up off his respawn, but nobody's with him. And they are going to retake their 2 here on the side of Highfive Demoman, or not Highfive, on King's Crew, as they are going to have about a 40% advantage here too to try and push into mid.
I can't believe what I just watched. Patty walked all the way through Saw. He waddled all the way through Saw and missed a rocket and then dropped Skis. I think he was on exactly 112 HP. That was so close to it not working. But Skis is going to go down there as we're going to see King's Crew taking out this middle point. About a 40 ad here for Bear. They're going to start walking into Saw here, I believe. I want to see them push on the dot here. The rest of Highfive Demo is very far right. They do use the bomb from the side guy. He gets cleaned up though, and Highfive is very cut out. Highfive just Sandblast. No way.
Sandblast just got moved. Oh no, that was so unfortunate from Patty. He got splash bugged. He was able to get in on the Skis, but wasn't able to find any damage on him. And then Sandblast got popped up in the air and absolutely nuked by Highfive. It looked like a decent scenario for King's Crew. They were able to get in on the players, but really good DM play and movement from the side of Highfive Demoman is going to keep them in this. It's still a 3-2 game as there's just 9 minutes left in the second half. This is a 21-minute long round.
Yeah. We're going to see the aggression here from Highfive Demo in the lower. Sandblast can go down very low, but he's actually
Patty.
2 players are going to Patty. Did Skis drop again? What happened?
Trip got in on the back lines. I didn't see what happened, but Patty hit some absolutely crisp directs on the players on the point to clean up 2 frag. So on top of Trip being able to pick up Skis and live, Trip lived. He had to have gotten in the back line.
Can we get a Skis in chat followed by a +2, please, as we're going to see Bear pushing forward on the point. They are going to have a full Uber advantage and a free middle point as we're walking forward into lower. Yeah, they're walking lower now with this Uber advantage as Saw, it was a big failure last time. They're going to walk in here, trying not to use here as both soldiers from Highfive Demo are standing out there. So looking for some. Zilly might be going behind. He's going to walk forward here. He's going to do another bomb onto Bear. Bear's about half HP, but Zilly gets absolutely nothing with his bomb. He's going to get deleted from the server. Skis is building up closer and closer to Zubi's 70% as King's going to try to push us immediately.
Yeah, they know they still have advantage. They're counting the Ubers to a T here. There's only a couple stickies on the point, but Sandblast's Uber, he's actually missing out on a ton of cap time. They're going to get a decent amount in, but the Det along with the Soldier, again, cleaning him up, but they're getting all the frags as they come in to contest the point. It's going to be a 2v2 here late in the fight. It's going to be Bear and Saigai. They're going to opt to just leave, though, knowing that Skis has died. Skis is going to have a pretty long respawn timer, but Kookie...
He's right on the demo. He's right on top of Saigai.
Oh, Sai with the pipe.
Oh,
Sai with the sticky. I don't even think Kookie saw that sticky. It ended up placing behind him. I think he completely forgot about it. He tried to back up after he ate that pipe. He's going to go down. So not only is Bear going to have another Uber advantage, it delays them potentially putting up a gun as Laz is just now starting to build it.
Yeah, so they have this gun in the very far back by spawns where they had this last time. I think it's where they build up the gun before they move it to a new location, but they're not going to have a chance to move it. Oh, he is moving it through spawn. So they're rotating it onto the right side from the pusher's perspective now, which was different than it has been the last few pushes. So we'll see if Kings will be able to identify that. They do see the gun. It is immediately killed. They do get a kill on the Zilly as well. This is looking better for them. Crusoe's still standing on the high ground. They do bomb onto Skis, but he's taking no damage. He's still alive.
Yosh on the point. Sandblast is going to get it. Oh, that's so huge. Sandblast was able to get a soldier really early in that the soldier was sitting, it dropped down. He wasn't able to make it out as there was nobody in a position to contest the point. They didn't have enough firepower to kill the things as they came to the point. And the push that hasn't quite worked out for King's Crew is going to work for them finally, as they're going to extend their lead to 4-2. There's just 6 minutes left here. There's a time for King's Crew to win this, but there's also an opportunity for Highfive Demo to come back.
Yeah, we're going to go on to our next middle here. Very little damage being traded out. Skis again is taking a lot of damage at the start of these mids. He's down below 100 health. Once again, he's just
trip on the Highfive.
Highfive so far before he gets caught out as
Trip with the trade away. Fade away is going to trade out for Kyuki as well. Kyuki, I think, expected Trip to die there, but Trip was just so healthy. He went for the high bomb that he's gone for every single time. And Patty's going to be hit onto 2. He's actually going to make Skis crater, and Patty doesn't even die. He taunts and he doesn't even die. He gets an arrow from Bear at just the right time. Oh, that's got to be the nail in the coffin there. They've got to be tilted at this point. Skis had a couple unfortunate points at this game, but he hasn't, there's been a couple opportunities where things went wrong that weren't in his control, but at this point, you have to be tilted on the side of Highfive Demoman.
Yeah, that was a very good play. The soldiers from Kings have just been turning up in the past couple of minutes. We are going to see an Uber here through the top left as they're just going to run forward, not getting a lot with this Uber. Very well guided from the side of Highfive. Now, this Uber's actually getting nothing besides an entrance into the middle point. Skis going to go drop down very low once again. But it's just a spam battle right now. We're trying to get some damage in. Trip is the first one to go down. We are getting some time on the point from Sandblast, but he's going to escape, actually. That's wild that he got out there. And it's just going to be a back out from the side of King's Crew. About a 20%, 10% ad almost for Skis here, as looks like he and the rest of his team are trying to push in. But a soldier does go in, and Recluso's going to get...
Oh, Patty! Patty gets in on the Skis again! I just have no words. Skis, they can't keep Skis alive on the side of Highfive Dem. We actually are going to see a good attempt from Yosh to get in on the last, but they're going to clean up all the players as they're trying to push into 2.
No,
it is just Silly on last. He's got a... Oh, they've got a couple seconds. They are going to get 3 respawners here. Skis is amongst them, but they have the Uber on the side of King's Crew. They're going to be killing the players as they come to the point. They get 2 frags. It's just going to be Rakuso. He's going to get cleaned up, and that's going to be a 5-2 game. Very clean second half from the side of King's Crew to clean it up.
That's wild. That was... Where are the scouts for the side of Highfive Demo? Where are they? They're not next to Skis, because if they were, he wouldn't be dying this much. That's insane. Like, they've been playing this such a scout heal heavy and demo heal heavy combo this for pretty much all their games, while having both Rakusa and Zilly just pretty much pick up a roamer role. And Skis has just been dying in so many unfortunate times and just not getting protection he needs. And I mean, it just feel like Patty's and Trip are just like, yeah, we're just gonna kill the medic now. Yeah, we're just gonna kill the medic. No big deal. It's unacceptable. You can't let that happen.
Yeah, that was absolutely wild. Particularly, Patty was just able to get in so many times on the Skis. I don't know. There has to be some sort of disconnect between the way that Kyuki and Skis want to play, because there were so many times where Kyuki was just not with Skis. I'm not really sure what the scenario was, but it was just not an overall good look for Highfive Demo. They were able to beat King's Crew earlier in the season, but King's Crew showing with the addition of Patty that they're not quite out of the runnings. They had a bit of a rough start to start off the season, but they've had a couple wins here in the last couple of weeks to bring up their win-loss record a little bit, and maybe they're on the bounce back here to try and sneak their way into playoff.
Yeah, that was... I hate... Oh no! So, I'm looking at just the logs from the second half. And doing some quick maths, I think Cookie got more frags by himself than his entire team did. Because Cookie's on 27 frags, and the next highest player on his team is Highfive with 8. And looking a little bit further down the stat board, we're going to see Bear with 15 Uber charges and Skis with only 8. or it's only 5, excuse me, with 3 drops.
That's got to be tilting from Kuki, especially because Skis died so much, and Kuki had more than half his team's frag. His team only got 52 kills, and Kuki had 27 of them. Kuki top damage in the server in that second half. That was by no means a slow second half either. It was only 2-0 in 25 minutes, but that was a back and forth slugfest. Kuki had more than half his team's frag in that time period.
That's I don't know what to say about that. That's insane. You can't let that happen. Cookies. That's a molding moment right there. Like team. That's honestly most of the time when people are like team, what more can I do? There's always something more you can do. But honestly, I don't know if Cookie could have done any more than what he did.
I mean, he basically bottom death. I mean, his demo and his medic had a few more less deaths than him, but not by like a significant margin. And he top damage in the second half. He didn't eat like a particularly large amount of heals. He got 29%, but you know, his demo got 25 and his pocket got 20. This is a pretty scout centric map, so it's fine to give your scout 29% heals, especially when you have this much of a performance. He top damaged in the server, and he had more than half his team's frags. And like, if you look at the frags from the rest of his team, like Laz only had 6 kills in 25 minutes. Like, I think this would have been a much closer second half and much more one-sided for the side of Highfive Demoman if they were able to have any help to Kuki. But Kuki just seemed to be fighting the 1v6.
Yeah, that was and also on the soldiers from King's crew, both of them combined for about 8 medic picks just in that second half. That's basically all but one.
Patty had 6 of them pretty notably. Like, Patty had 16 kills, or he had 14 kills, and 6 of them were on the medic. Like, if Skis had lived, Patty would have been 6-11. He wouldn't have had that big of an impact, but he just got onto Skis in so many of these scenarios to, you know, generate such a huge advantage for his team. And Sandblast and Yosh were loving it. They were at 25 and 19 kills respectively. They were just absolutely loving fighting the players with no heals on the side of King or Highfive Demo.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate second half there. I don't know what happened on the side of High. Like, they just crumbled almost. It felt like they just couldn't keep up with the aggression from King's crew, and honestly, Bear staying alive there in so many different situations. There were a couple times he went down to single-digit health, and he was able to stay alive, and Skis just wasn't able to. Like, he got caught out by a stick a couple of times. He got air shot. He dropped. You know, he got synced on. Which honestly, sometimes if you don't see the soldier that's jumping you. If you walk through the doorway and your team's all out there and you just get instant, like, you go from 100 to 0 in half a second, there's nothing you can do. But one thing I did notice is that the damage taken, Skis was taking so much more damage in crucial times. He was almost down to, like, half health all the time, under 100 HP, which you can't do on medic. That's just one rocket away from dying, and he was consistently taking that damage. Anyway, so this is going to be looking good for King's Crew's... How do you say that? King's Cruise. Is it there's an S after Kings?
Yeah, Kings is plural. It's King's
so
Cruise.
It's King's Cruise. Playoff hopes. I hope I said that right. So yeah, they're looking good. They do need to win out in a couple more matches. They did get a bunch of points for this game, so they're looking really hot after that. That was really well played from them.
Yeah, and currently, I mean, not every team has played the same amount of games. Some teams have played up to 10 games. I mean, Highfive Demo's only played 8 of them so far, so maybe they're a couple maps behind here. But King's Crew is actually sitting in the 4th place in the standings, and they're actually about a little more than 2 points above Highfive Demoman. So if Highfive Demoman loses their next couple games, even if they lose by the most minimal margins, or even if they win one game by 5-4 or something and then lose the other one 5-0, King's Crew is still ahead of them. So King's Crew actually has gotten a decent amount of points even in the games that they're losing. I want to say, other than maybe against Froyotech, they've gotten rounds off of every single team, which is very crucial, because when they're trying to turn their score around, if they're able to kind of get their win-loss record close, the fact that they got rounds off of all of these teams, whereas they're getting 2 or 3 rounds maybe, whereas other teams only get 1, that's really big, because points are going to matter more than your win-loss record.
Definitely. So looking forward into this next couple matches for the playoffs right now. We got Froyotech on top with the most points. They got about 4 points above 100 beats, even though they have the same win-loss record. RGL is just beneath them. On 7-3, and then King's Crew and Highfive Demo are kind of vying for that all-important 4th spot to go to LAN and battle it out in our first LAN environment in, what's it been, 2 years? for
It's
an
been, I
NA
want to say,
LAN?
I think it's been almost 5. It's been a long time.
You see, I don't even remember, man. It's been a long time.
Okay, I
You
started
gotta-
playing in 2016, and there hasn't been a LAN since then, so it's been at least 4 years.
Okay. All right. That's so long ago. We did have a couple of international lands, rewind and the like, but this is the first league-based LAN in such a long time. You love to see it.
Yeah, I would say LAN is always a very good time. It's very exciting to see, especially the players that normally play on high ping. You know, they may be a little quieter, particularly players like Blaze who, you know, play from the West Coast. It's really, really exciting to see them on even playing fields with people who normally get like just, you know, 15, 20 ping. They're you know, basically getting pseudo LAN rockets from the comfort of their own home. But it's very exciting to see everybody on 144 hertz and 5 ping.
Yeah, shout out to Yosh for having the server in his basement. He gets 4 ping. What the heck?
Yeah, and you don't see those kind of the disparities. You see everybody on even ping on LAN, so it's going to be a very interesting season. Again, we're a little more than halfway through it at this point. I think every team has played at least 8 games, so we're at least halfway through, depending on which team you're following. But most teams have played about 10 games at this point.
Yeah, taking another quick look at the logs real fast. We are going to see. I just noticed this, but Trip had 7 kills and 5 air shots. He's efficient.
You know, you gotta hit the air shots on Soldier. It's really all what this game's about, right? It's all about the frag movie.
Definitely. All right. Are we? I think we're gonna be shutting this down soon. We did have quite a long day yesterday. I'm pretty sure Looster wants to get the heck out. Shout out to him. Can we get an F in chat for Looster's sanity after the almost 3-hour stream we did yesterday, trying to cover just 2 matches?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Looster.
If you enjoy any of the content that comes from teamfortress.tv, hit up Looster in the DMs, hit him up on Discord, hit him up on the TFTV DM, send him some love, because this man's working like double extra overtime. So, and he is really the man who's pulling a lot of the strings behind the scenes. So if we get some hearts in chat for Looster, again, if you enjoy his our content here on TFTV, please send Looster some love anywhere on Discord, TFTV, literally anywhere. So I think that's about all I've got for tonight, xattuu.
Yes, sir. All right. I'm gonna sign us off. You got any shout outs here, Nick?
Shout out to Macabeth.
Shout out to Magarus. I'm gonna give another shout out to my boy Looser on the productions. Hopefully we can get some more production people. And if you guys are looking to do any kind of stuff with the production team here, give us a call. I don't think we have a number, but we're on Discord. And then I gotta give another quick shout out to my boy Captain Zigil for running pugs. You're the man.
So yeah. You want to sign us off now?
Oh yeah, thank you so much for coming out and watching. I don't know, this is my first time I've done it. Usually you do it. Usually, anyway, this is our coverage of, I'm not even sure who we watched, but we watched King's versus Highfive Demoman. That wasn't who we were supposed to watch, but that's what I guess we ended up doing. Thank you for coming out and watch. Yeah, it was a good match. I'm glad we watched this one. Thank you for coming out, guys. We really appreciate it. Tune in next time. I believe we got a couple more matches in the end of the, what day is it? Today's Thursday? We got a couple more matches coming up next week then. Be sure to come out, guys. We'll be here, and it'll be fun once again. Thank you.